Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my son Hugo. It is really early. I just had an itch to film this video and share with you guys episiotomy essentials, the absolute must-haves that you need if you are recovering from an episiotomy. My vag got Edward Scissorhands to get this baby out. It was a lot. Normally an episiotomy is meant to lessen the chance or lessen the degree of tear. However, in my case, I ended up tearing anyway. I ended up with, the uncensored joys of motherhood. Ended up with a 4th degree tear and a rectal tear. Really focusing on episiotomy and the recovery process and what you need to have the most comfortable recovery possible. I'm gonna start with the MVP of it all, and that's witch hazel. This is Dickinson's witch hazel. It's a natural astringent. It is going to cool and soothe the downstairs area. And this is what I mean by, like, it doesn't matter if you have no tearing or an episiotomy, no episiotomy, you're gonna want witch hazel. This relieves irritation, damaged or blemished skin, i.e. everything that happens to your lady friend down there during delivery. Definitely get yourself some witch hazel. I will link everything down below. Witch hazel, #1, and that's because you're gonna need it for a few different things. First thing you're gonna want it for is creating some padsicles for yourself. I have 2 different types of pads here. I have the big Bertha pads that you get in the hospital. These are like, I look at them, and the reason I'm not getting rid of them, because my son's 1 now, right? So like, I'm a little bit removed from the whole delivery labor process. However, these are like cotton gold. These are just everything you want after delivery and more. They are ginormous pads, and I'm saving these for my next baby. You probably won't be making padsicles out of these. However, you're definitely gonna wanna put some sort of liquid astringent onto these pads, whether it be the just pure witch hazel or what I'll show next. But pads, definitely a necessity. Get yourself some like Maxi overnight pads. So I got myself these Always Maxi pads. You okay, honey? Now, how do you create a padsicle, and why would you be creating one? Padsicle is going to make your lady bits feel like they are on a 10-minute vacation, let's say, like a 10-minute nice cool down spa day for the part of you that worked so incredibly hard to push a baby out. What you need to do, it's like the easiest thing, but feels so amazing. So you have your pad here, you open it up, you take some of your liquid witch hazel, pour it all over the pad, stick it in your freezer. After about 10 minutes, it'll be cool, ready to insert into your underwear, your mesh undies, and you're good to go. It will feel, especially with an episiotomy with stitches, no matter how many stitches you have, and especially when we get up to like 3rd and 4th degree tears, you're gonna want that extra soothing gorgeousness in your underwear. And then of course, you're gonna need pads after you give birth because of the bleeding, right? And the recovery process in general. And you're not gonna wanna stain a million pairs of underwear and stain your sheets. So definitely get yourself some pads. Next thing I don't actually have, I use them all up, it's the Tux medicated pads. I think Tux pads are normally used for hemorrhoids, but essentially all they are little pads that are doused in witch hazel. You might ask, well, why do I need so much witch hazel? I have liquid witch hazel, why do I also need Tux pads? Well, let's get into like the land of TMI here. I ended up with the episiotomy and a 4th degree tear, which means the entire thing tore right open, front to back. Ended up with a whole lot of stitches, like so many stitches. When you're talking about like your downstairs region, you've got crevices. Oh my gosh, this is like a lot. You've got crevices and folds, and it's hard for pads to get up into those specific areas. And those areas are really going to hurt, they're gonna be uncomfortable, they're gonna be painful. Your best bet is, and this is what the nurse in the hospital taught me, was to take some of those pads, especially if you have a 4th degree tear, stick them in your butt. Into your butt, but stick them into your little, your folds. Having the Tux pads are going to provide a little bit more of a specific, targeted cooling relief, and they will be your best friend. I use the Tux, we tuck them into my butt, tuck them in and around the area, really soothe the area that was a bit inflamed and uncomfortable from the stitches, and then I would put in my Padsicle or put in the pad that had the witch hazel on it. That pad really provides an overall soothing. So that way you're kind of coming from it from a bunch of different angles, a bunch of different ways. Next essential, Dermoplast. This is a pain relieving spray. This is going to be your best friend on top of the witch hazel, on top of the Tux pads. This helps relieve burn and itching. You can only imagine, right? If you have a bunch of stitches, there's going to be some burning and there's going to be some itching. I was given a can of this, or maybe even 2, in the hospital, and then I got really nervous thinking, where am I gonna find this? Luckily, I found it in my local CVS. I'm sure you can find it in Target. It's on Amazon. I will link it down below. I had conflicting instructions. One nurse sprayed it directly on my whole downstairs region. Remember the night I gave birth, going up into my room, and she just like sprayed up forward and back, forward and back. Then I had another nurse who said she preferred actually to spray it on the pad that I was wearing in my mesh undies. So consult your attending nurse or consult your doctor about where exactly to spray this, but both felt really, really good. Soothes. What's nice is when you spray it on, it feels cooling immediately and provides immediate relief. And I also found, especially in those first few days after delivering, where my lady bit was so swollen, it really did provide that like sort of anti-itch, like cooling sensation. It just was wonderful. It was really, really great. And again, with those stitches that you'll have from an episiotomy, this is going to be a lifesaver. He's back, he's joined us. So the next one that I don't have with me that you're going to need is stool softener. Even if you don't end up with an episiotomy, you're probably going to need some stool softener. It's going to be really, really hard to go to the bathroom. You're gonna need a little bit of assistance, and most doctors recommend / require that you use stool softener to just help ease the pain of going to the bathroom. You do not want that to feel like childbirth all over again. Ooh. My doctors and nurses monitored and wanted to make sure that I was going to the bathroom and that I passed stool within, I think it was the first 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours after I'd given birth. Stool softener helps immensely. And the last thing, mamas, that you're gonna need, get yourself some Tylenol or any pain reliever that your doctor recommends. You are a hero, mama, for giving birth, for delivering that baby, especially if you've had an episiotomy. You're now dealing with stitches, recovery from that. You can take that Tylenol. Now you're also responsible for taking care of a little life, and your baby's like mine, maybe doesn't sleep through the night. Taking that sting off by using Tylenol or pain reliever, again, whatever your doctor recommends, it's just going to take that one extra thing off of the list of things that you need to worry about. All right, guys, those are all of my episiotomy must-haves for hopefully the most comfortable and quick recovery possible. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more mommy and lifestyle videos. Hugo and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.